welcome back on Pitch Side. We're discussing day one of this test match between Pakistan versus South Africa. Like we said, Pakistan started off really well with the bat, some partnerships at the top, and then some late wickets that we saw from a South African perspective after tea. So things are looking good and lots to look forward to in this particular test match. We've got a very, very special guest here with us, the head coach of the Pakistan cricket team, Azhar Mahmood, join us alongside Amir Suhail. Azhar, thank you so much for joining us. 259 for 5 पाकिस्तान कैसे देखते हैं आज के दिन को, कैसे सम अप करते हैं पाकिस्तान के लिए?
I think overall for us it was a good day. 259 for 5 क्योंकि outfield थोड़ी slow थी and pitch was slower as well, so उस पे इतना आसानी से runs नहीं बन रहे थे, तो I think we can take this 259 for 5.
It was, initially एक बात चल रही थी कि पिच को देख के कि कितना स्कोर would be enough, बाजित ने मेंशन किया कि even 275, 300 because of the fact कि हम देखते हैं कि किस तरह से बाद में विकेट डिटीरियोरेट होती है, तो कोई एक फिगर डिस्कस हुआ है और इज इट रियली अ केस कि जी सेशन बाय सेशन चलेंगे?
I think we discussed about 350 plus last test match में भी और यहाँ पे भी. आप टेस्ट मैच के पहले टेस्ट मैच में आप 350 का टारगेट करते हैं, तो उसके बाद जो है depending on the situation, like in the last test match we were in good position to get over 400, and this time around we still got a chance to get to 350 plus. Anything above that, like that, I will say that will be a bonus in first innings. So hopefully another partnership. We spoke about the partnership, we spoke about the sessions. I think first session we won the first session, and second two session even Steven, we lost 2 wickets in the second session for 82 and then 82 for 2 in the last session. So I think even session overall if we're looking at the whole day, I think we are very satisfied with that.
अच्छा, एक चीज़ जो कमेंटेटर्स भी बात कर रहे हैं, हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था, शान मसूद की कैप्टनसी की भी बात हो रही है, पर उनकी बैटिंग की भी. सो उनकी तरफ से जो रन्स अब नज़र आ रहे हैं, ही लुक्स लाइक इवॉल्व्ड प्लेयर. आई मीन, कहाँ से ये कॉन्फिडेंस, क्या डिस्कशन चल रही हैं मैनेजमेंट की उनके साथ, बिकॉज रन्स आज भी उन्होंने रन्स किए?
I think the plan was there before the series. We spoke about हमारे सामने क्या challenges आ सकते हैं. रबाडा है, महाराज अगर खेलते हैं तो पहला टेस्ट मैच नहीं खेले, वो बोनस था हमारे लिए. तो यही था कि स्ट्राइक रोटेट करना है and put pressure on the bowlers. Early on जब बॉल हार्ड है तो उसमें रन्स आसानी से बन सकते हैं. द पिच की नेचर को अगर देखें तो स्लोअर साइड है, तो लेटर ऑन रन्स बनना ज़रा मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो वो ये था कि कैप्टन हिमसेल्फ लीडिंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट, जिस तरह पिछले मैच में भी उसने अटैक किया और इस मैच में भी अगर आप देखें कि उन्होंने अटैक किया. एंड देन द सेकंड सेशन ही प्लेड द होल सेशन फॉर 39 रन्स, विच इज़ वेरी वेरी क्रूशल फॉर कि हमें जो पार्टनरशिप जो हुई अब्दुल्ला और उसकी पार्टनरशिप जो 111 रन्स की पार्टनरशिप हुई, आई थिंक दैट्स अ मैसिव पार्टनरशिप फॉर अस.
पॉजिटिव इंटेंट नज़र आ रही है शान मसूद की. आमिर, व्हेन यू लुक एट हिज इनिंग्स, जिस तरह से पहले मैच में भी, पिछले मैच में भी उन्होंने बैटिंग की, इस दफ़ा भी, मतलब ऐसे नहीं है कि जिस तरह कभी कभार आप देखते हो कि शेल में चले जाते हैं प्लेयर्स. क्या कहेंगे उनकी परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में?
देखिए, ही इज़ बीन परफॉर्मिंग फैंटास्टिकली, स्पेशली पहली इनिंग्स में बहुत ज़बरदस्त खेल रहे हैं वो, और कंसिस्टेंटली पाकिस्तान के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट रन्स कर रहे हैं और एक अच्छी पेस के ऊपर रन्स कर रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक लाइक यू सजेस्टेड दैट ही हैज़ इवॉल्व्ड एज अ प्लेयर. And I have personally felt that in the second session he went too defensive. If he had gone after the bowlers, things would have been much more different for Pakistan, because in the second session what I realized, South Africans, they resigned to the fact that this pitch is not offering anything to their bowlers. So why not bowl the batsman, keep things in control and rely on batsman's mistake? And from there, if he had realized that what is South African strategy, I have to up the ante, things would have been much more different. Because this pitch is not offering anything to the bowlers.
अच्छा, आप भी स्माइल कर रहे हैं वैसे, क्या रीजन है इनकी बात पे आपने स्माइल किया?
Because for us, like it's a test match cricket. There's a dry period at times. South African were looking us to make mistakes. So I think Shan Masood, what he did, in my opinion, like that's what we spoke about. Okay, there's a dry period, so just stay on the pitch, don't lose wicket. If you see in the past test match, we lose wicket in the clusters. We lost 3 wickets for none, and then again 3 wickets for none. So that's in mind, like, okay, now the time is patience, stay patient and just continue, just bat. There's a dry period, okay, you can take that on later on.
अच्छा ये बताएं, बाबर आजम के फैंस हमने देखा है आज अगेन इन ह्यूज नंबर्स, जब वो आए भी तो बाहर एवरीबडी वाज सॉर्ट ऑफ चीयरिंग फॉर हिम। बड़ी अच्छी कुछ शॉट्स नज़र आ रही हैं मैचेस में, बट उस तरह से एक स्कोर नज़र नहीं आ रहा। तो आई नो कि आपकी उनके साथ एक बातचीत चलती रहती है ऑन हिज गेम एंड वही वाली बात इवॉल्विंग द गेम। तो क्या लगता है कहाँ पे कमी है? बिकॉज एवरीबडी वांट्स him to do well and score runs, like lots of runs.
I think that's the pressure, everyone wants him to do well, and I think he's taking too much pressure on that. He's a wonderful player, I think one of the best player in the world. अगर आप देखें कि पिछले मैच में भी हमें ग्लिम्स नजर आया जब 40 रन की इनिंग्स खेली। आई थिंक वो जो है था कि एक हर्डल क्रॉस करनी है कि जो वो 50 करेंगे कोई बड़ा स्कोर होगा। ही लुक्स गुड एक्चुअली, तीनों इनिंग्सों में अगर आप उनको देखें तो ही लुक्स रियली गुड। मतलब मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि ही जस्ट one innings away from getting back to where he was.
बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ कई एस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं आपकी गेम के जहाँ पे कोई आप स्ट्रगल कर रहे होते हो, यू गो बैक टू द नेट्स, एंड वो उस लिहाज से कोई ऐसा एस्पेक्ट है जिस पे आपकी उनके से डिस्कशन चल रही है, और इज इट जस्ट अ केस ऑफ sort of trusting him and thinking कि eventually he will come through?
No, definitely, everyone knows their game. बाबर आजम का जो पहले मसला था उसने अपनी चीज़ों को थोड़ा सा चेंज किया है अगेंस्ट लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर। उन्होंने स्ट्रगल किया पहले भी, तो वो उसके ऊपर हमने बहुत काम किया, ना सिर्फ कैंप में, और जो हमने 2 महीने का एक कैंप लगाया हुआ था उस पर उन्होंने काफ़ी काम किया है। अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो हर्डल क्रॉस नहीं हो रही, मतलब ही इज़ अ वंडरफुल प्लेयर। तो आई थिंक कि वो क्रॉस हो जाएगी तो इंशाल्लाह he'll be back.
What is the key, Amir, to getting back into form? हर प्लेयर पे एक ऐसा फेज जरूर आता है जब आपसे रन स्कोर नहीं होते।
When you have a longer lean period, what as a batsman you try and do is you try and score your runs quickly, and in the process you make mistakes. Babar, for me, he's been playing with hard hands, very hard hands, and he's looking to go past 50 in no time. So I think what he needs to do is bat like South Shakir. Just stay there. Just stay there. Once you spend a lot of time in the middle as a batter, everything starts to fall into place. And I think that's what Babar Azam needs to do.
Right, obviously everybody would be hoping, जिस तरह उन्होंने कहा कि spending time on the crease is extremely crucial. चलें ये बता दें 259 for 5, अब कल का क्या expectation या समझें कि क्या plan है कि एक होता ना एक game strategy होती है first session की।
No, don't lose the wicket, and then अगर हम पूरा सेशन खेलते हैं तो 90 से 100 रन तो बनते ही बनते हैं। तो हमें यही कोशिश करनी है कि अनदर पार्टनरशिप भी स्पोक अबाउट पार्टनरशिप, अगर हमें 50-60 रन की पार्टनरशिप अगर अर्ली ऑन हमें मिल जाती है देन वी कैन पुट सम प्रेशर ऑन साउथ अफ्रीकन बॉलर्स।
चलें ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच अजहर फॉर योर टाइम, अप्रिशिएट योर थॉट्स एंड योर इनसाइट। Amir, you're still very much here with us, but we'll take a short breather on pitch side, and when we do come back we'll be having a closer look at how things went today for both the sides, and we'll also be joined by Sean Pollock. Well, we're back on pitch side and discussing how things went for South Africa and Pakistan on this day 1 of this test match. Polly, from a South African perspective, that scorecard would have been a lot better had they grabbed onto those 7 missed opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they must count their lucky stars. 259 for 5 after dropping 5 catches and a missed stumping. It's unheard of, really. I mean, South Africa won't be proud of that part, but they'll be proud of where they ended up. This is in the first over, 4th delivery of the day. That would have been the perfect start. New batter at the crease with a new ball. That one hit the stump, so that was the 7th unlucky little thing that happened for them. Dropped caught and bowled by Keshav Maharaj. So, I mean, you don't often see that from Aidan Markram. There was a missed stumping as well from Kyle Verreynne. You're not too sure. That one was one of the few ones that actually took off, must have landed in the footholes. And this was a relatively easy one for this level of cricket. Mutasamy would be disappointed with that. And then Simon Harmer, I think he had one that was quite close as well. Just didn't get his hand underneath it. But, when you look at the close of play on day 1 in Lahore, this one I don't think it really carried. I think it'd be quite harsh to give that as a chance. They were 313 for 5 at the close of play. South Africa have had all those opportunities go down, and they're only 259 for 5. There's still a brand new ball available, just 6 overs old, tomorrow morning. So they'll be disappointed, and so they should be, because they set high standards for the fielding. But they've got to also look and think, actually, we've got out of jail there, because Pakistan should have made them pay. If you drop 5 or 6 catches, whatever it may be, Pakistan should be 2 or 3 down and have almost 300 on the board. So Pakistan, and also if you have a look at the scorecard, everyone who's got to the crease has got a start, which means it's very different from that surface we played on in Lahore, where people got to the crease and got out within the first few deliveries, because the nature of it turning, difficult to deal with, trying to work your game plan out. I don't think it's that difficult batting on there. We'll wait and see as the game goes on. I think it'll get more difficult. But South Africa, as I say, I think they go to bed saying, thank our lucky stars that with everything we did wrong there today, we're kind of still in this game.
Pakistan, on the other hand, will be looking at this game and thinking, they could have capitalized better on, perhaps the start that they got, considering, the way they started, just in terms of their scoring rate. South Africa have kept it somewhat in check.
I think, yes, they have dropped many catches, but end of the day, you have to say South Africa didn't do badly. See, given the state of the pitch, you know the history of Pakistani batting lineup. They've been failing miserably in the second innings. For them to take a lead of 100 runs is vital to be able to get a positive result in a test match. So, where they need to be on a pitch like this, they scored 370 odd during the Lahore test match in the first innings. Here, they need to score 450. Then they'll be safe. Because I know South Africa is going to come on a pitch like this, they're going to attack Pakistani bowlers. And anything could happen. So, Pakistan is not in a box seat at the moment. There's still plenty of cricket to be played. And tomorrow, first session is going to be of vital importance for me.
It's going to be very crucial. Saud Shakil and Salman Ali Agha out there. From a South African perspective, Polly, were you surprised that you didn't get to see Muthusamy bowl as much as... we saw him take 6 wickets, 11 wickets in that previous test match. Were you surprised at all? Was that something that came to your mind?
Yeah, that was the one surprise for me from a tactical perspective, that he didn't bowl more. I mean, I think Keshav Maharaj did a great job. He held it. He was going at 2 and over for all his 31 overs. So he didn't do a bad job. He was definitely creating opportunities as well. It was also interesting to see Muthusamy was actually out there bowling at the close of play. So I don't know if that's a sign of he was maybe not feeling his rhythm, or was just trying to give the captain an idea that actually I can bowl and maybe use me a bit more tomorrow. But I think because of the job Maharaj did, it wasn't so bad. And also a lot of the time they had left-hander, right-hander combination at the crease. That's why they went a lot of overs, Harmer and Maharaj, to try and keep things mixed up. But after you've got 11 wickets, I definitely would have expected more than 4 overs.
I just want to add, Lahore pitch was totally different. It was responding to his bowling from the day one. But here, there was not much for him. So as a captain, he realized, he's not first inning bowler in this test match. I'm going to use him in the second innings.
Yeah,
when the pitch is going to turn and he'll be more effective. So just to have him regaining, keeping his confidence, I think he did the right thing not to bowl him too many overs.
I think that's a good call, because Keshav Maharaj bowls slightly slower, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he can get it like under 80, whereas Shan Masood is kind of flatter and likes to hover around high 80s. If that pitch wears and gets a bit more abrasive, then he'll be more effective. So I think good call.
What do you want to see from South Africa tomorrow?
Well, the new ball, 3 wickets quickly.
Take their catches.
And take their catches and wrap things up, and then go and try and bat as best they possibly can. So
as simple as that.
as simple as that.
As simple. Sounds very simple. From Pakistan, as simple, just bat, and
I think this pitch is not going to deteriorate quite quickly. Maybe you see signs of wear after tea. So what Pakistan need to do is bat for the longest. Bat for the longest. Once they bat for the longest, they'll have more than 450 runs under their belt. And from there on, it'll be hard work for the South African batsmen. With the pitch deteriorating, Asif Afridi is a sort of a bowler. Once the ball starts to spin, oh my God, is difficult.
He is going to be difficult to face. Of course, Pakistan will be looking to build on that partnership. Newish ball they still have to face. And tomorrow, this action continues here in Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. We start our coverage at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow from here. The Vigotel Mobile presents Bank Al Falah Test Series. All right, thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time once again. And that's it, pretty much, that we have for you on day one. Things are looking good in this test match, and there's lots to look forward to for tomorrow. That first session, morning session, is going to be extremely crucial in sort of deciding which way we're heading in this test match. That's pretty much all that we have for you from here. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye.